Teach me, teacher. 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 It's all right. Teacher, teacher.
Hello viewers, I have started making videos, especially about lessons. This is due to public demand. These lessons had been requested by a lot of people, so now I have started making those videos on lessons. So these will be different lessons on different areas. I hope you are going to enjoy them. Thank you so much.
I just do this.
Yeah.
So, singwele means we are holy. Sigwele, it means we are full.
Okay.
Then we are in a car, someone wants a lift.
How do you say it?
You can come, no problem. It's okay. Okay, which one?
The top one.
The top one? This one?
Yeah.
Singwele.
Singwele.
Yes, singwele.
Singwele.
Yes.
Then how do you do this one?
Sigwele.
Sitwele.
Sigwele.
Sitwele.
There's a big difference.
We need to
Big
say
enough
something.
quickly.
Sitwele. Sitwele.
Okay, see. So today we are going to start by learning Ndebele history. We are going to start by learning Ndebele history. So it all started in 1818. 1818, history of the Ndebele. So what do I mean when I say it all started in 1818? Before 1818, there were no Ndebele people. So it all started with Mziligazi. Ziligazi. This man is very important as far as the Ndebele people are concerned, because he is the founder of the Ndebele nation. So in 1818, there were wars which were being fought in South Africa. To be specific, the area was called Ngunland. So those wars, it included Ndwandwe and Mthethwa. So there was Zwide. This was Mziligazi's grandfather, but on mother's side. Mziligazi's mother, this one was a grandfather to Mziligazi. Then Nompetu was the mother to Mziligazi. So Zwide killed Machobana. Machobana was This was a father to Mziligazi. So when Machobana was killed, Zwide put Mziligazi as the chief of the Kumalo clan. Mziligazi became a chief of the Kumalo clan. So before that there were no Ndebele. But he became a king, he became a chief because of Zwide. Do you think Mziligazi was happy? Of course he was installed as a chief, but at the same time he did not trust Zwide, because Zwide killed his father. So what he decided to do is pull out his clan to join King Shaka. Chaga was very dominant during that time. That was 1818. 1818. When he joined Chaga with his Kumalo people, Chaga allowed Mziligas to take control of his people, but he was still under him. So the reasons, the common reasons are two. The first reason was that he decided to pull out of Zwide because he did not trust him. Number two, he joined Chaga because Chaga was dominant during that time. Chaga was a very good warrior because he won a lot of wars during that time. That time was also called in Zulu Mfe Khan. This is Zulu. Then Di Fa Kane. This one is Sutu. These two words means the same thing. It means the times of great trouble. Because nations were fighting each other. So it was more like the survival of the fittest. Most of the states ran away from Chaga, but Mziligas remained during that time because he was under Chaga. So that was a very good move, I suppose. Then 4 years later, that is in 1822, Chaga assigned Mziligas to fight a war. It was supposed to be fought by Mziligas and the Sutu people. So after accomplishing the assignment, Mziligas came back with a lot of loot in terms of cattle. To be precise, he did not share those cattle to his, in fact, he did not share with his master, Chaga. Remember, he was under Chaga, so he was supposed to bring those cattle, give them to Chaga. Chaga was the one who was supposed to do the sharing. So he did not do that for undisclosed reasons. Chaga sent people to remind Mziligas what he was supposed to do, but he did not comply. So that is where the rivalry started between the master and Mziligas. Chaga's soldiers that were sent to Mziligas were defeated. So Chaga realized that, so this is something big. He sent another regiment. There were heavy losses on both sides. Then Mziligas, that is when he ran away from Ngunland. When they ran away, they established a capital. They established a capital at a place which they named Ebupumulen. Ebupumulen means a resting place. That was still in South Africa, present-day South Africa. So it was Mziligas and his people. He ran away from Ngunland in order to protect himself and his people. Then they established a capital at Ebupumulen, but it was still not safe enough because it was close to Ngunland. Chaga may attack at any time. So they moved on. The other places where they rested, there was Esi, Gaveni. There was also Mo Sega.
What language is that?
Moseka. This one obviously is not Ndebele. This one is Ndebele. This one is not Ndebele.
The first one?
The first one, this one is Ndebele. Ukupumula means resting.
So non-pumulelo, what does that mean?
Ekupumuleni, is marking a place. It means at. At a resting place. Normally in Ndebele, most of the times, when you put an E here, there should be an N here. For example, igusu, igusu. If you add an E here, it becomes a gu swing. Yeah. So there were a lot of capitals which he established. For now, I can give you these ones. There was also something like Ndinaneni, but the very common one is this one and this one. Later on, they crossed Limpopo River. You know Limpopo? Limpopo is a river that divides Zimbabwe and South Africa now. So these guys had to part ways. Muzilikas decided to divide his group into two. He decided to divide his group into two. The first group, the first one, this one consisted of Muzilikas himself, and men. Then the other one, led by, this was the second group. This one was led by a man called Gundwane Ndiweni. Gundwane Ndiweni. Yeah, for interest's sake, Gundwane Ndebele, it means a red. It means a red. Igundwane, a red.
Oh.
Yes. So, Gundwane Ndiweni, it consisted of women, children, and the old. What is also important is that when they were running away from Gunland, coming all the way to the north, they were capturing other people, meaning to say they were taking the young people, incorporating them in their group, taking the cattle in the process. Then this group under Gundwane Ndiweni, they didn't travel long because they just went where we have the present day Matopo near Bulawayo. They just came and settled. But this one now, these guys are fit. They used the other route going to Botswana. Botswana, then they reached Zambia. They were not together for 2 years. That was until Mzilikas received a message to say that his son, one of his sons was here under Gundwane Ndiweni. His son, by the name Kulumane, was installed as a new king. That was 2 years later. Kulumane Nkulumane installed as a Ndebele king. What does this mean? It's treason, high treason. The common phrase which was being used by Msiligas, he said, lingaphuma njani ilanga elinye lingakatsho. How can we have a sunrise while we didn't have a sunset? It means we are now having two suns in the sky. So he came back. Then, honestly, the Ndebele people were very secretive because it was said Nkulumane went back to South Africa on Woodland, which is very unusual. During that time, there were no cars, no aeroplanes. How can he go back to South Africa? It was a long way. Then others say he was killed, including those who installed him. So, according to my judgment, I think the second reason is not far away. These guys are reunited. Now they want to build a state in present day Zimbabwe. Plus, they made classes. This is the social structure. Social structure. Social structure of the Ndebele people. So the first class was called Abe Zansi. Abe Zansi. If you still remember, Ezans means south. Right? If you still remember from our previous lessons, Ezans means south. So Ezans, it means those who were from south. Then Abenhla Enhla is same as north. So these were from the north. These were from the south. Now to be specific, south of what? South of the Vaal River. So these were the true Khumalo people. They were given a high social status. Then Abenhla, these were mainly the Sotho, all those who came from South Africa, but they were not very far from Woodland. Then the last one, these ones were called Amahole. Amahole, these were the local people. Because when they settled, there were people, especially the Kalanga, who were already in the area, which they settled. So those people were called Amahole. It also included the Tswana people. Now, Amahole, it was also derogation. It was not a good word to use. It was more like an insult. Now, these ones were very few. These ones were more than the others. Then these ones were the majority. These ones were so many. Now, they are all forming the Ndebele nation. Now, a question, where did we get the name Ndebele? Because as I said earlier, I said this word didn't exist before 1818. Oh, okay.
People of the long shields.
Yes. People with long shields. Okay, they were given this name. They could take, let us say, a bunch of those spears. Then when they are fighting, they could throw the spears to the enemies. Then the enemies are having the shields. A shield was something like that, like this. Okay, this other side, there was a handle. A handle, it was made up of a hide, ox hide. Then now when they are in Zimbabwe, what did they do? The Avezansi people had a very big task. The first one, let us go to women. Women were supposed to teach these new people, the locals. Amahole people, they were taught a new language. So they were supposed to disregard their language, then adopt this new Ndebele language. Then, for men,
Yeah, rude.
yes. Then now, lastly, where is this Ndebele language spoken? So it is spoken in Zimbabwe and part of South Africa. Okay, so this is my Zimbabwe. These areas, this is where Ndebele language is spoken. So to be specific, we can say it is spoken in Ndebele North, Ndebele South, part of Midlands. In Lower Gweru, Gweru is in Midlands. So the other place, called Lower Gweru, they also speak Ndebele. Areas like, have you ever heard of Lalapanzi? Okay, Lalapanzi, that name, Lala, it was supposed to be Lalapans. It was during the time of war, so it's a Ndebele name. Yes. Now it is called Lalapanzi. There are a lot of names which were changed because of what can I say?
Sleeping while sitting or something?
Come again?
Sleeping while sitting?
That's what it looks like.
Or Lalapanzi. Okay.
Ilala.
Okay, it means. Okay, pants is the ground.
Okay.
Lala means to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, if you stand, a bullet will hit you. So it is better for you to lie down.